Today I'm back in the studio to record my parts for our 6th album.
Okie dokie. Right, do you want to do the harmonies first?
I just want to make sure we got all the leads first.
Yeah. Trust me, my love won't let you down.
Yo! Love that last line. That was so good, Leigh.
Since posting my Insta video, loads of different people have been getting in touch.
Embellishment on that one. I think it's this. I might be wrong.
Keisha from the Sugar Babes. She sent me a voice note.
Hey sis, I just want to say I'm super, super proud of you. You're an inspiration for your fans. You're an inspiration for me also.
I'm getting messages from others in the music industry every day, especially from fellow black women.
I want people to see me for me and then make a judgment on that and not...
Many of them have been speaking out as well. I want to hear their experiences face to face to help decide how I can use my platform in this fight. As well as Keisha from the Sugar Babes, I've invited Alexandra Burke, who also made an Insta video.
And I got told, right, you can't have braids, you can't have an afro, you can't have anything that basically is my identity.
R&B soul artist Neo.
I hadn't really seen someone that looked like me.
And singer-songwriter Ray, whose video of a black friend being refused entry to a restaurant went viral.
You let my white friend in, and you don't let my black friend in. It's racist.
I just want to start by saying thank you so much for being here and
Pleasure.
hopefully being open and honest, talking about your experiences. Like, it's just amazing that we can all get into this room, and I feel like I'm in the presence of greatness just saying. But yeah, thank you for being here. I've been in my group for like 9 years, and for so long I thought, people would say to me, it's in your head, and I started to think, okay, maybe it is. So maybe I'll do whatever I can to improve my vocals, I'll make sure I speak more in interviews, do whatever I have to do to better myself, because whatever's going on now, it's not good enough. Right. So I need to be better. And then it still wasn't enough. Why do I feel like invisible? Why do I feel like the least favoured, the least desired? Like, I just want to know, like, is that racist, or like, is it in my head?
Oh, it's obviously not. Some people don't realise that they are being racist, and I think that, like, people don't realise that they have, like, racist thoughts or ideas, but, like, they've been conditioned to be like, well, black isn't beautiful, or that person's not really, like, given much to this scenario, so I'm just going to ignore them. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's unconscious. And for the most part, it's not intentional, it's just what we've all been taught. Racism is such a horrible word. Nobody wants to think they're racist. And it does take, like, you know, people to kind of, like, look into themselves and just be like, actually, I have thought that, you know.
How do we play our part to change this? Like, sometimes you feel like you can't speak about these things.
It's very British, though. We're taught not to talk about it. It's like it's something, it's such a taboo subject. People are afraid to admit that they've done something that is considered racism, and you may not have meant it, okay? Like, I know there's not all bad in people. I really believe that everyone's got good in them. Like, I remember when my mum used to take me to certain management companies, I won't name them now because they're still friends and that's all good and it's all love. But when I was 15, they told me and said, we've got one black person, we can't have another. And I got that a couple of times. And one thing that's, like, actually comes to my head right now is being told to bleach my skin. Being told that I'm too dark to be in the industry. I'm going cold talking about it because I really actually don't like talking about it. You need to bleach your skin because you won't sell any records. That's what's so fucked up about this industry, and that's what makes me feel at times where I go, I don't want to be in this industry. You know, they took my confidence away so much that I couldn't be me.
By the way, brown skin girls black girls can sell records. That's because it's been proven.
Yes.
They're kind of being brainwashed to think, no, this is what works. And she's like, oh, so we're just going to ignore Lauryn Hill or Mary J. Blige, or, oh, we're just going to pretend that whole era didn't happen. No. We're all amazing, different shades. I wasn't planning to say this, but when I was about to exit the group Sugar Babes, I don't know if many people know, but I didn't actually leave. I was replaced while still being like in the band.
Didn't know that.
And I remember being sat down and I was basically told, you know, this person feels bullied, that one there feels bullied, this one. And I was like, I was giving that one a foot massage legit like the day before. You know, if I had an opinion, you know, it was very much like, okay, you're being a bully. And that was the word. That whole situation changed the course of my life. Wow. It affected me emotionally, mentally, financially. I have like confidence issues and just feeling like the whole time, like I couldn't have an opinion in the workplace. And it's taken me years to recover and I'm still in the process with therapy and things like that.
Actually, it's funny because if you see an independent, strong black woman, all of a sudden you are an aggressive woman, you're overconfident and nobody wants to talk to you. And I know so many women within this industry who are writers, producers, go through the same thing.
Do you feel like if I was dark-skinned, I'd be in Little Mix?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you're right in the middle of pop music. You are in a as white as it gets environment. Because I visually don't look black, I can hide it. And I've been hiding it. Subconsciously, when people know me now and look up my songs now, I make dance music. But when I signed my record deal, I was an R&B artist. I used to make beats. I used to sing 4-part harmonies. I grew up in church. I was so connected to my black culture and my heritage. And I was so excited to put music out and I was told, no, this isn't gonna work. It's not, there's no place for it. It won't work. You can't do that. You have to embrace the white in you, suppress the black in you. And that's how I felt. It's a tricky thing to even say out loud because I'm grateful for that opportunity. But the fact is, I felt like I didn't have a choice.
Do you know what the tricky thing is as well? You know, to answer your question, yeah, I feel like you definitely, if they were looking for a minority, they were looking for a minority to be in it to sell records because you know what, let's be honest with you, it makes it a little bit more cooler. Do you know what I mean? So I think if you had like a couple of white managers like in a room and they wanted to throw someone of color in, of course, being mixed race, the more you look like a white person is more acceptable, palatable. I don't know if this is a compliment or not, but you were chosen for your blackness.
Do you feel that way?
I'm still kind of like struggling to talk about it in general.
Okay.
So the fact that it comes down to the token black girl, like you do see it in other girl bands, like it's kind of like a sort of, not a trend, but it's happened so often. I feel like today was like a bit of therapy. Like I think everyone kind of just was so open. The things that Alex had to go through in Keisha, I'm shocked. It makes me think more into the fact that there are so few dark-skinned females right now in the music industry. What is it about dark-skinned women that they don't deem it to be marketable? It really does make me think, like, if I was some shades darker, would I be sat here right now? Like, I don't know.